everybody, I'm Cece.
And I'm Elisa.
And this is Sound on the Hill, the hottest show in Huntsville. Today we have with us Mr. Adam Weatherly and Mr. Alton Roberts. How y'all feeling today?
We're good. Feeling good as always.
Okay. When did you guys find an interest in bartending?
I used to always throw parties growing up, and I've always been around a family of drinkers. Mm-hmm. So I definitely seen that as an opportunity to try to show my creativity, and the best way of showing your creativity and your personality is through drinks.
For me, mine started a little later. I didn't even start bartending until I was 24. I don't think I had my first drink until I was like 22. So mine came a little later.
Well, yeah, I might just be a slight alcoholic.
So how do you all feel when you're actually in the mix, like you're bartending, and whether it's just like at your house or when it's for people?
It's always 110% focus. You put a bottle in front of me and instantly my mind starts doing numbers, so to say. And everything comes up to me and I can just look at a bottle and say, hey man, I can put this with this, and I can put that with that. It's like a chemistry experiment in a glass, and you gotta love to be able to do that just looking at a bottle.
Okay.
Me, it's always entertaining. So I always think, like I'm like with him, every time I see a bottle, I'm sitting there looking like, you know what? If I mix them two together, I think that's gonna make a nice little combination. So I'm the one that always go home and practice it and see what's gonna happen. And you never know, you come up with the next best thing afterwards.
Yeah, don't let them tell you practice don't make perfect. Because we have to practice all these drinks. We gotta try them out before we even send them out and try to let you drink them. Because I wouldn't give you something I wouldn't drink.
Right. Sign me up to be a tester.
Okay.
I'm for it.
We're gonna put you on a contract.
What are all the tools used to bartend?
Well, we have a lot of unique tools. We have muddlers, we have strainers, we have mixing tins, as seen here. It's a lot of tools that put it like this, they're tools to the trade. We got pour spouts. We have things that you don't even know about, like jiggers. That's what we actually use to measure liquor. But a lot of great bartenders don't use jiggers like us, so to say. Because we know how to free pour. And free pouring is also a great tool to have as a bartender. It's probably your number one tool to have. Because if you know how to free pour, you know how to save liquor costs. You save liquor costs, you save your job.
Nice.
Let's not also get the strainers and everything. We're making the martinis. We're doing the chill shots. You know, it's not good to have chill shots.
Glasses sometime. You gotta put it with a lime. You gotta know where garnish has to come with. So there's a lot of different tools to the trade of bartending, but it's just all about how you bring your own swagger to it.
Okay, so speaking of swagger, so how do you all come up with your names? Like, where does the inspiration come from? Like, what do you really sit and think about when you're picking those names?
Well, the first thing that you have to always think about is what liquor did you use? Like, what brand of liquor? What type? What flavor? And you want to have something that kind of bounces off of the flavor or the brand. So, for instance, this Bacardi Dragonberry, I'm going to be making Dragon's Breath off the Bacardi Dragonberry, and sometimes you just got to be able to tie a liquor to a name.
Okay, nice.
For me, if anybody that had my drinks, they know I usually keep a lot of dirty names. Yeah. But I do that.
Very specialist.
But I do that because it keeps your mind interested. Because if I give you a name, if I name something like Climax, first thing you're gonna sit there and look at it like this. Dang, that sounds good. I want to try that.
Exactly.
What is he talking about?
Drink, you know what?
What is that?
But like that, so this one, I would use the Kinky Gold. One of the drinks today is what we call Acapulco Gold. So, you know, it kind of rhymes with it, gold color and everything. So, you know, every time you have the drink, it makes you think about kinky.
I like that.
And where do you guys see yourself going with all of your experiences?
Me and Adam both have our respective businesses. I have the Hangover Crew, and the Hangover Crew is a building program. I like to look at it as a building program because I feel like I didn't come from a great background, but if I can apply myself elsewhere, then that's what I'll do. And drinks have always been me applying myself. So if I can teach you how to apply yourself in a glass, then you can go far. So I'm trying to take us to new levels. I'm trying to make sure that we're out there, and that's why we're travel bartenders. So we're traveling across the United States, and we're trying to make this money, and we're trying to have a good time and meet great people.
Nice.
Me, I do have my own. I ice cold elements. And so I do private bartending, but my goal one day is to honestly, if not own my own bar, is to be the corporate trainer director of a bar program for one of the top companies. Even be a brand ambassador for someone like Bacardi or Malibu, you know, smearing off whoever wants to, you know, I say whoever wants to throw the money out.
Right.
You got the skill and the talent. Hey, you got the skill and the talent. I can create you whatever you want.
Perfect.
Okay, so this is a hard question. So, what is the best drink that you've ever made, and tell me why? Be honest now.
Be honest. Okay. My best drink that I've ever made would have to be the Maui Wowie. It's my signature drink. It's a rainbow drink. I'm pretty sure y'all probably had it before. It brings all different type of colors to the thing, to the glass, and it shows my personality. Number one, and I make it right in front of you so you can see the colors happen as I make it.
That's good.
So I can sit up there and have a genuine conversation with you, and I can make you a Maui Wowie, and by the time I'm done, you're gonna be like, oh, what is this sitting in front of me? And of course, it's a big, tall cup of greatness. So
Yeah, I need that. Okay.
One of the best drinks I've ever had is, both y'all have drinks for me, but you never had this one. One of my best ones is called Explosive. And my mindset was,
Wait a minute, we never had your drink.
I feel cheated.
Right,
I
all your drinks.
look,
all
because
of
it's a few of them I can't make because of where you at when you come into it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But
Understand.
to give a quick background on that one, Explosive is I take concept, like you know how I do concept art, you know, I do the concept of a drink. And I said one of my favorite producers in music is Dr. Dre. So I was listening to him one day and I was like, you know what? I heard that Explosive and I was thinking about how he did that. And I said, you know, I gotta make something that's gonna sting just like that, but it's gonna be powerful. And I can't tell you everything that goes in it, but it has Appleton rum, raspberry peach Grand Marnier, and it's floated with Hennessy. So you're talking about Explosive.
Wow.
It's like my me.
I made that for one girl and it's like
explosion on the floor.
I made that for a young lady and I feel like this. She only drank half of it and she was where she needed to be. She didn't need anything else in her life. She was good that night.
What are you guys doing now as far as business? Like, where do you guys work? Where can people find you?
Well, I'm a baseball coach
Okay.
in my true job. So I do travel baseball with GW Baseball, and we have 9U all the way to 17U. We train the high school kids that you see around playing baseball. We do fall ball, we do spring ball. We take kids to Cooperstown, New York, so they can see the Hall of Fame and play in a national tournament. And this past summer, we actually played and we finished 33rd in the nation out of 104 teams.
Wow.
So yeah, and it was a great experience, And if I'm not there, I'm usually trying to find the next event for the Hangover Crew, or sitting at the house, you know, mixing up a new drink, because that's usually what we do all day.
Nice.
Bartender life.
Well, for me, it's always Applebee's and Old Charlie's gonna be out of either one of those spots.
Yes.
If I'm not bartending your event, if I'm not bartending something for you, that's where you're gonna catch me at. Wednesdays is Old Charlie's, Thursdays and Friday nights is at Applebee's. You know, come by and get one drinks, you know. If you don't see something on the menu you like, holler at me. I'll probably create you something on top, you know, the head for you. Make something real good.
Okay, this is another tough question, but when you go out to drink, okay, what are your expectations? Like, is it hard for you to really sit because you're a bartender and you know where your mind goes? Is it hard for you to sit and let someone else make you a drink?
That has to be hard.
Like, are you particular?
It's not as hard as you think it would be. You know, sometimes it's bartenders show love. We show love a lot. Because I go sit at Adam's bar still to this day. So every Thursday, I go see him at Applebee's. So it's a show and love type of thing. And I mean, sometimes you can go tell them a new drink you know about. Or you can share different recipes and you don't want to just be there to, you know, hate or gloat like you're the best.
Right.
It's never that. We're all one unit, one family. So if I'm gonna be on as a bartender, I'm gonna catch you up on what I know as a bartender. So as long as you know how to make my drinks, we ain't got no beef.
Gotcha. Okay, what's your social media?
Got a lot of those. Okay, the Hangover Crew, you can find us on Facebook, the Hangover Crew 17. We have our website, www.thehangovercrew.us. We also have Instagram, The Hangover Crew 17, because we were founded in 2017, just to let everybody know. We also we give out flyers everywhere we go. We have cards being made currently right now. We have a new logo being processed. So everything you guys are gonna see on the website and on our Facebook page everything's about to change. We're revamping everything. We haven't even been here a year yet.
That's amazing.
For me, I'm on Facebook. I have my original name, Adam Weatherly, so that's easy to find on Facebook. For Instagram, it's Cocktail Genius 1085. Think about something different to put on there.
Okay, so I know you guys are tired of me, but the last question is if you could only have 3 items only for an event, what would your 3 items be and why?
My 3 items would have to be Hennessy, grenadine, and pineapple juice. And that is a whole new element spin. We have a drink on our menu called the Hennessy Red. It's actually after one of the old bartenders that used to be at Applebee's. You know, he used to make it all the time. He's well known, and I seen it the first time I seen it. I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna revamp it a little bit, put my spin on it, because it was a great drink. It was one of the top sellers. So you give me those 3, and I guarantee you'll love the party.
That sounds great. Okay, Adam.
3 things for me. I always gotta have some pineapple juice. Pineapple is one of the best things ever mixed with the world. It works out perfectly. Old Trusty. Can't go wrong with Malibu.
Can't go
wrong with Malibu.
I've never had Malibu Black. That's my first time seeing it.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun with it in a minute. And believe it or not, the rainbow still like tropical sparkles.
That's the
That's
part
all
of
really
the
good. All y'all people out here, this is real good.
Yes.
And it's perfect mixed with your drinks.
It's really Sprite remix. I ain't saying that.
Yeah. We know it's probably remade. They just want to rebrand it. They need something different. I think I've been keeping them in business for the last few months. Now cut that check.
Well, thank you all for coming and letting Sound on the Hill interview you guys.
Of course.
Next, we will have drinks of the day.
Go there.
No, I love them.
Oh, okay. I get to go first. So the first drink we're gonna do for today is gonna be a variation of a liquid marijuana. So I figured you gotta put my own spin to it, make it something real nice. So for the liquid marijuana, Malibu Black and the Captain Morgan Pineapple Rum.
Great choices. Great choices.
So you know what? I ain't at work at the restaurant. I'm here freestyling, having a little fun. So what, about an ounce of each? That was a little bit more than an ounce. It'll be all right. Don't worry, they'll be okay. Got some melon liqueur. And I also got some of this lovely blue stuff, blue Caraco. Not any trick to any drink. Pineapple's always the best. And with my lovely sweet and sour. Did you think it was more than an ounce? It's over. You know what we do? No pour. Perfect. See, this is how long we've been working together. Easy. Look at that color. Yeah. Too bad I can't see colors.
Right. He is colorblind, by the way. He is colorblind. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is and it's gonna have a little bit more kick than a normal one. So don't expect this when you go out to a restaurant, because ain't nobody gonna make it like me.
Alright, this is Alton Roberts with The Hangover Crew Travel Bartending, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make Dragon's Breath. First off, we're going to start off with Bacardi Dragonberry. Now I'm starting off with this Bacardi Dragonberry because shout out to my co-owner of the Hangover Crew, Mike Graves. Mike Graves actually loves Dragonberry Bacardi, man. So definitely shout out. He's one of our bartenders and one of our owners, man. So definitely we're gonna do 1 1/4 ounce of this. We also want to add some kinky, yeah, just a little bit over it all the time. We're going to add some mango punch. Y'all see what this is doing. And of course, bartender's best friend, ice. It's not liquor, it's ice. All right. We're going to get that shake. Pop. Might need another cup of ice. Okay. Pour over some fresh ice. And we're going to top it off with a splash of blue. Ice in that cup. So I got to do another quick one so you guys get to see it twice. It's always fun when you got splashes everywhere. Want you guys to see that color on there. And once again, we're gonna top it off with some blue. Yep, happens. There you have it, Dragon's Breath.
All right, this is Adam again. Ice Cold Elements. For my next drink, we're gonna bring you the new debut for this drink, and it's called Acapulco Gold. So, yeah. For all my friends out there that like, the extracurricular activities, something different, but something unique. I'm gonna take some Bacardi Dragonberry. So I'll do a shot of that enough. Like I said, there's always a little bit more than a shot. Don't worry about it, have a little fun with it. I'm also gonna use this Malibu Black. Also do a shot of that enough. Now, to give it that Acapulco Gold lovely flavor, we're gonna have to use some kinky liqueur now. Gold, of course. Keep it without one full thing. I got a little mango. Put about an ounce of mango in there. Now, after all that goodness is done, I'll give it a nice shake. Strain. The best thing about this is, let's take a second to make another one. So we can do that.
So you get to see it twice.
Double the pleasure, double the fun. Y'all know that.
Everything is better in twos.
Same thing she told me. Yeah. Now, give it one more good round so everybody can get a little bit of that. I think if you fried it, this one, bro. And for the kicker and to have a little fun with it. Tropical Sprite remix, whatever you want to call it. We all know what this is. I want to welcome you to Acapulco Gold.
Alton Roberts again with the Hangover Crew. This drink I'm about to make for you is called the Blue Exotica. It's a take on my sangria. I actually have a sangria called the Blue Exotica. So this is the cocktail version of the Blue Exotica. This time we're going with the Captain Morgan pineapple. So we'll do a shot of that. It's a little over. We gotta have fun. A little sweet and sour. We'll add some pineapple. And what makes it blue? Blue carousel. Give that a shake. Once again, give it a shake. I made 2 at a time. And I give you the Blue Exotica.
Good. All right. This is Adam from ICE, Ice Cold Elements. And now the drink that I'm gonna make for y'all is called Make a Profit. Now what I'm gonna do is start off with the kinky and the melon because I do want it kind of green, you know. It's always good to have a little green money. Anything else you think about? So kinky and the melon, ounce of each. I'm gonna splash just a little bit of mango. Not too much because this is kind of thick, so maybe about like half an ounce of that. Just gonna go in. Since this is a freestyle, we go all out, we'll use a little bit of this white peach. I'll say about half an ounce of that. Can't never go wrong with any pineapple juice. Stuff is lovely. And most of all, can't do anything without liquor. Some good liquor. Pineapple and dragonberry. We'll do an ounce of those. This. We'll mix these up. Now we'll have this drink ready for you. Introduce to you, Make a Profit. Hope y'all enjoy.